high density urban areas, residential rentals. Stay tuned. What's up, you guys? My name is Jose and welcome back to the IPO Nerd, the best place to learn about new companies going public and how to invest in them. America's #1 IPO news channel. So today, we're going to be looking at a CorpHousing IPO that is happening next Friday, guys. So mark your calendars. It's going to be a good one. We're going to go over the numbers. We're going to learn about the company. But before we all do that, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We are approaching 10,000 subscribers, guys. That is awesome. Once we reach that goal, right? This has been a goal of mine since I started a YouTube channel in the last 3 years. We are going to be in the 2% of YouTube channels that achieved that milestone. So it's all thank you to you guys. So I really appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into the trending news for the week. All right, so this week we're looking at SoftBank dumps entire stake in Uber for an average of $41.47 per share after its technology investment vehicle reported a $21.68 billion loss, guys. It had nothing to do with Uber's performance, but this is definitely gonna hurt the Uber stock, guys. So that is something to learn. Also, consumers' expectations of future inflation decreased significantly. Respondents in July expected inflation to run at a 6.2% pace over the next year. This is a little better than what they're expecting, guys. They were expecting about 6.8%. This is still not great, right? We want to get to that 2% inflation, but this is better. And that was your stock market trending news for the week. Today, we're looking at CorpHousing Group. It's a national short-term apartment rental operator that assembles and manages property, Class A multifamily real estate in the United States, focused on high-density urban cores. If you're wondering what does that mean, high-density urban areas, guys, we're looking at cities like Los Angeles, Miami, Florida, New York, Miami Beach, Florida, right? Washington, D.C., Denver, Colorado, Boston, Massachusetts, and Seattle, Washington. We're going to learn more about the company. Here, stay tuned. But first, let's look at the IPO details. You know it's your favorite channel. You want to be fresh like your man Funky Fresh. Make sure you go down in the description and get the merch, baby. Get the merch. Represent everywhere you go, IPO Nerd. So down in the description, go get it, baby. Here's your IPO details. All right, guys. So the company was founded in 2017. They have 107 employees. They're looking to raise $20.3 million during this IPO. Their share price is going to be anywhere from $4 to $5 per share. They're going to be IPOing, is that a word? I just made it up. On August 12th, this Friday, and the ticker symbol is going to be CHG, guys. So I'll leave this up on the screen so you guys can take a screenshot real quick. Not a huge company, but very promising. And that was your IPO details. Are you an IPO nerd? Join my Patreon for extra perks and shoutouts. Also, learn how to create and promote your own brand with my marketing masterclass, available now. Link in the description. All right, guys, let's look at the company website real quick to learn a little bit more about the company. Right here it says, welcome to the corporate housing specialist. If you scroll down right here, you can see that their headquarters is in Miami, Florida, and a large portion of its executive team is working out of Alexandria, Virginia. I already mentioned the locations, right? Just coast to coast, 100% satisfaction. We stand behind our service, real estate partnership locations, and most importantly, the satisfaction of our guest, okay? So that's #1, priority #1, right? Right here, you can read about us, which is what I just read to you in the beginning. And you can see different markets as well right here on their website that I just went over. Right here, you have the media contact if you want to contact the company and all that good stuff. Not a lot of information about the company per se on their website, just the bare bones, right? That is why we're going to look at the S1 next to learn more about the company in a little section I like to call By the Numbers. All right, so $326 million is the company's market cap. They have $39.8 million in total assets, $50 million in total liabilities, so a little bit more liabilities than assets, right? $11.7 million in total revenue. This is rental revenue that's coming in the last 3 months. $1.4 million in net loss, and $0 in cash and cash equivalents. And here's how they explain their cash and cash equivalents zero on their S1, right? All right, it says that we consider all highly liquid investments purchased with an original maturity of 3 months or less to be cash equivalents. On December 31st, 2021, 2020, and on March of 2022, we did not have any cash equivalents, okay? So that is why you see zero on the cash equivalents. I think they're showing some cash, about $62,000, but it's not a lot. But right here, it tells you the explanation why you saw on By the Numbers, you saw that they had $0 in cash and cash equivalents is because, you know, the rentals, they are not liquid within the next 3 months or so. So I just want to explain that real quick before we move on. Another thing that I found on the S1 that I really like about the company is that they have additional notable properties that they're going to be acquiring. In April 2022, we enter into a 5-year lease with an Astor Hotel located in Washington Avenue, Miami Beach, Florida, right? Adding an additional 42 accommodations units to our portfolio. So the company is actually acquiring new places, right, to rent. So that is something that I saw that was very good. I also like the transparency of this S1, guys. I read, you know, a lot of it, right? Not all of it, obviously, but I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you guys to check out. But I do like a lot of transparency that the company has before they go in public. Part of the transparency that I'm talking about is that they actually came out and said that their CEO, right? It says right here, we have a senior executive who, based on his prior and current affiliations with the military, may be calling to action, right, into service with limited notice. So they are worried that if their CEO right here, David Gurfain, right, is, you know, gets activated for whatever reason, right? We have a war that he has to go to, that might have repercussions to the company as far as like they have to to find somebody to replace him momentarily or temporarily, right, while he's deployed and all that. So I do like that level of transparency that the company is providing us with. Also found on the S1, I found this cash right here for the last 3 quarters, talking about $62,000, not a lot of money, but look at the working capital deficit, guys. We're looking about $13.9 million. That is a lot, guys. This is something that I saw on their S1 that I was not happy about. I seriously don't know how this company is staying afloat. And if you read it further down here, it tells you that they actually obtained fundings through a Small Business Administration Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, right? So they took advantage of that during the COVID. So this is how this company has stayed afloat so far. They need this IPO real bad, and just wanted to point all that out, guys, before we go ahead and move on. Here is your S&P 500 weekly heat map. All right, so let's look at the S&P in the last 5 days or so. We're looking at a little bit of green over here on the technology sector, which is good. Got Apple up almost 2%, Google up almost 2%, Meta is up as well. So good week last week for the technology sector. Moving down to financials, right? We're looking at Visa right there is up, MasterCard is up 1%. Berkshire Hathaway took a little bit of a hit this last couple of days, but hey, you know, my man Warren Buffett, he knows what he's doing up there. Let's move over here to the right. Amazon go up almost 5%, Tesla down 3%, Walmart down 4%, Coca-Cola down almost 2%. Look at ExxonMobil, wow, down almost 9%. And that was your S&P 500 weekly heat map. All right, guys, so what do I think about CorpHousing? Well, I mean, I do like the level of transparency. I do like the real estate market, you know, is really hot right now, especially they specialize on the high, you know, urban demand or high density urban areas. I do like that. That is different. Although I do not like what I see as far as the numbers, you know, the negative stuff. But they stay afloat somehow through PPPs and all that, and now they need your help during this IPO, right? So because of that, I'm going to have to give this one a thumbs down. Now, it doesn't mean it's a bad company, right? It just means that me as an investor are not really excited about investing in it, right? So I'm going to be skipping this one. Also, it reminded me of another company, which, you know, it's different, right? But it also has to do with real estate, and it has to do with like different arenas and stuff like that for NFL and different sports, MLB. And that company is Loan Depot, right? Loan Depot, when it came out, it was hot, and everybody was looking at wanting to buy it for $25 or so, something like that. And then it just got a little pop right there, went all the way up to $31, and then all of a sudden it just lost steam and people lost interest in it. And if you look at it this last year, it's down almost 80%. So I'm a little skeptical about different real estate IPOs that are coming out lately, especially in the last year or so like that. So, but guys, that's just what I see with the little bit of research that I do. So if you guys have a different opinion, please let me know in the comments below. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not investing advice, so make sure you do your own research and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, guys, if you like this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, but more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rick is the mind. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever known, ya. I think you go your house, your money, leave you broke, son.